Your phone buzzes. You feel it before you even see it. Your hand moves before your brain decides anything. You already know there's a good chance it's nothing important. You check it anyway. Why? The obvious answer is boredom, or habit, or bad willpower. But the real answer is far stranger. The urge you feel 100 times a day did not start with smartphones. It did not start with the internet. It started on the savannah, long before anyone had a name for attention, and it is older than agriculture, older than language, maybe older than your own species. Picture a small group of early humans, maybe 40 of them, moving across open grassland 200,000 years ago. No walls, no locks, no email, just each other. And their survival depended on one skill above almost all others: knowing what everyone else in the group was doing right now at all times. Why? Because information was food. Information was safety. A rustle in the grass might be a lion. A shift in someone's tone might mean an alliance was breaking. Missing a signal could mean missing a threat, or missing an opportunity to be fed, protected, included. The humans who paid obsessive attention to social and environmental updates survived. The ones who tuned out did not pass on their genes as often. This is where the anthropologist Robin Dunbar comes in. Dunbar spent decades studying primate social groups, and he found something remarkable. As group size grows, the mental and social effort required to track everyone's relationships grows even faster. Gossip, in his research, was not a character flaw. It was the mechanism early humans used to hold a group together once it got too large for everyone to personally watch everyone else. Talking about who did what, who said what, who is trustworthy, that was survival software running on a social operating system. Your brain still runs that software. Every notification looks, to your oldest neural circuits, exactly like a rustle in the grass. Here's the part that surprises people. It is not the reward that hooks you. It is the not knowing. In the 1950s, the psychologist B.F. Skinner ran a famous series of experiments with pigeons and levers. Some pigeons got a food pellet every single time they pressed the lever. Other pigeons got a pellet only sometimes, on an unpredictable schedule. Which group pressed the lever more? Which group pressed it faster, longer, and kept pressing it even after the food stopped coming? The unpredictable group. By far. Skinner called this a variable reward schedule, and it turned out to be one of the most powerful behavior-shaping forces ever discovered. Certainty is satisfying, but it is not addictive. Uncertainty is what keeps a nervous system leaning forward, waiting, checking, hoping. Your phone is not a food pellet dispenser. It is something closer to a slot machine that occasionally pays out in social approval. A message from someone you like. A piece of news that matters. You do not know when the next payout is coming, so you keep pulling the lever. Every pull is a swipe down to refresh. Every pull is unlocking the screen just to see. Nobody built this into your brain on purpose, back on the savannah. It built itself, because unpredictable environments rewarded creatures that stayed alert to unpredictable signals. Your ancestors who checked the tree line one more time just in case were the ones who noticed the predator before it noticed them. But there's a second piece to this, and it is even stranger than the checking itself. It's what happens in your brain before the reward, not after it. The neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky studied dopamine for years, expecting to find that it spiked when an animal received a reward. Banana appears, dopamine spikes, animal feels good. That is the story most people still believe. But Sapolsky's research told a different story. Dopamine did not peak when the reward arrived. It peaked in anticipation of the reward during the uncertain stretch right before the animal knew whether the reward was coming at all. Read that again. Your brain's chemical reward system is not built to celebrate getting the thing. It is built to obsess over the possibility of getting the thing. That is the exact feeling of a phone sitting face down on a table. That is the exact feeling of the 3 seconds between opening an app and the page loading. Your brain is not waiting to be delighted by what appears. It is already lit up from the not knowing what will appear. The app did not invent this feeling. It just found the oldest lever in the human nervous system and started pulling it over and over every few minutes all day. Now think about what a full-time forager's day actually looked like. It was not calm scrolling. It was constant scanning. Where is the herd today? Did the weather shift? Is that cloud of dust an animal or a threat? Did someone from another group cross into this territory? The brain evolved to treat information gaps as urge.
Catching a breeze, love moving through me like wildfire.